In the northeast of the country, soldiers of the army have often been accused of indiscriminately attacking innocent people in the battle against militancy. There are clear exceptions. This is the story of how an Indian Army officer nearly died, saving the life of a young girl, and returned to her village to find the man, a former militant, who had shot him. Keshalai Bhattacharjee has this special report.
An unusual reunion. A mother crying inconsolably after meeting an army officer who had saved her daughter and grandson's life, almost sacrificing his own years ago. And even more unusual is this meeting. The army officer hugging a former militant. They both came close to killing each other 16 years ago in the same attack. On 25th January 1994, Captain D.P.K. Pillai was out on a patrol. That night when he reached El Pabram, 4 militants were waiting for him. In a fierce gun battle, one of them died and Pillai was grievously injured. He saw a young girl also injured in the crossfire. When the helicopter arrived to evacuate him, he insisted the girl be saved first. And as a dying wish, he convinced his men and his officers not to launch any attack on the village sheltering the militants. Pillai recovered and recently established contact with El Pabram and journeyed back to the village. The reunion was touching.
It's amazing to come back here to something that anyone would do, I think, because you can't. She didn't know what the reason why she's got shot. I knew what I was there for. They knew what they were fighting for. But what is their fault? So I think we owed them.
Village chairman Mr. Atanbo remembers every moment of that night. Masiliu, the girl who was caught in the crossfire, is now a mother. Dingamang, the 6-year-old nephew of Masiliu, was also injured in that gunfight. But Pillai wasn't prepared for this encounter, to come face to face with the man who had shot him.
Actually, I have a picture of him with me 16 years ago. Yeah. I can't believe that I'll see him again.
Pillai's colleague, who commands a battalion near the same village, says this story is like a soldier's dream.
It's a dream for every soldier to be known as a savior rather than a killer.
It's rare for a soldier to return to a village 16 years after he had led and against militants and almost died in that attack. It's even rarer for a village to invite a soldier back, a soldier who had saved a life of a girl caught in a crossfire and almost saved the entire village, particularly in a state which has been fighting intensely against the Armed Forces Act. In El Pabram of Manipur's Tamenglong district, Keshalai Bhattacharjee for NDTV.
Tuba.com